Good morning, everybody. Coming to you live from wet Virginia this morning. The cat came in screaming at 6 a.m., angry that it was so wet outside. What are you going to do? Mother Nature at her finest. Today, we are on lesson 216, which is the continuation of the review. The review of these 20 lessons has an overarching theme that says, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. And then specifically for today's lesson, we are reviewing lesson 196. It says, it can be but myself I crucify. Oh, this is a journey that I am taking with Mary Magdalene. She came into my life very, very closely a couple of years ago. Hi, Lorianne. Yeah, the kitty is right now curled up on one of his little cat scratch things. I put some extra catnip on it, and he gets so happy. I just came out of the shower. I feel so refreshed. So this is a journey that began back in 2019 when Magdalene came to me when I was having a very dark time in my life. My dad had come back into my life, and it had been, to say the least, a tumultuous relationship. And he ended up being under my care. So I found myself in a really, really dark depression. And Magdalene came to me one day, and she just kind of helped me through all of it. It was really gorgeous. And then Jesus ended up coming into my life in 2020. And by coming into my life, I mean, I started channeling them, which is a wholly surreal experience. And they came to me together in 2020, and they said, would I be willing to undertake the journey of going through the 365 lessons of A Course in Miracles, which is a body of work that I have loved and adored since I was first introduced to it in the early 80s. I was at my friend Kevin Howe's house, and he had these 3 blue binders, and it said A Course in Miracles. And I said, what's that? And he goes, I don't know, supposedly something that Jesus channeled. And I'm like, oh my God, can I borrow it? And he goes, no, I want to hold on to it. And I forgot about it. And then I was given a copy of the book in 1985 by my sweet friend Sunshine. And thus began my journey. So it has been truly, I can't believe it's August already. We've been through 7 months of doing these lessons every single day. And I look forward to us getting through it. It's really extraordinary, the effect that it's had in my world. My father just recently passed on Sunday. I guess today is Wednesday. And it has literally been being able to repeat and say, I am not a body, I am free, I'm still as God created me. To be able to let go and to be able to have communication with my dad, because I'm a psychic and a medium, and have him come in the mornings and say, good morning, sweetheart. And I'm like, what are you doing over there, Dad? And he's like, we're doing a life review. And he goes, everybody's here. Everybody that I ever thought was dead is here. I said, so have you kind of changed your mind about a few things? And he's like, yes. It's very funny. He was adamant that he was an atheist and there was no such thing as God, and so on and so forth. But Jesus actually met him when he crossed over. So there you go. Anyway, so today's lesson, I think, is so appropriate. It can be but myself I crucify. All that I do unto myself. If I attack, I suffer. But if I forgive, salvation will be given me. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Being able to turn to the lessons in the Course in Miracles, being able to find peace in words on a page. I have a sweet, beautiful friend in Germany, and he reads me the lessons every day. He reads them in English. He reads them in German. He reads Shakespeare's sonnets to me. And then he reads from a book called A Year of Forgiveness that Tina Spalding had written with her journey with Jesus through the lessons of A Course in Miracles. Thanks, Lorianne. Yeah, my dad's journey has been really incredible. You know, I always said to him, when you get to the other side, you're going to find out that you were wrong and that I was right all along. And reincarnation really does exist. And, you know, heaven really is a thing. So it's been, my ego's like getting a kick out of being able to say, told you so. Oh my God, my ego's crazy. So I put my ego aside and I invite Mary Magdalene to come through me and to channel her words of wisdom for the different lessons, kind of bringing through the divine feminine perspective every day. So let me give a quick shout out to my friends who are here this morning. Hi, Angelo. Hi, Jorg. Hi, Lorianne. Hi, Renee. Hi, Rosa Maria. I do this on a webinar platform on Zoom, so people can be on the webinar with me live, and it's always sweet to have you guys here. So let me bring forth our beloved Magdalene, and let's see what words of wisdom she has for us today. And hello to everybody. Facebook. Greetings, beloveds. When you come to accept within the egoic mind that you have a choice at every moment to choose to be in alignment with the mind of God, you will allow yourself to see that all the suffering that you have experienced has been a direct result of choices that you have made, choices that you have made for how it is you would love, what it is you would love, whom it is that you would love, the thoughts that you would think. For at each and every moment, if you can allow yourself to remember that you are not a body, the pain that you anticipate, that you fear, that sits as a fundamental aspect of fear, the fear of pain. When you come to see that you are not a body and you are free, you have released yourself from all of the cruelty that you believe that the world has imposed upon you. One moment, please. So Hannah Grace took it upon herself to once again begin her regime of drinking her juice in the morning, her celery juice. And her body does not quite know what to do with her. Again, this is part of the illusion, beloveds. When you allow yourself to come back to the peace, to the knowing and the understanding that forgiveness of self, forgiveness that you have myopically been thinking that you are a body, that others are bodies, that harm can happen to you. This is where you suffer. This is where you cause yourself pain and angst. But when you allow yourself, beloved ones, to come into the grace of knowing that you are only as God ever created you, and all God did was breathe in and exhale this I am presence that is love. For God is one word, and the word that God is love. And you are a manifestation of that same oneness. You are a manifestation of God. So when you bring yourself to the understanding that only love is real, that the truth of you is the oneness that you share with God, you stop finding fault in yourself. You stop finding fault in others. You do not look for what is wrong. You look for what is right. You do not look for what separates. You look for instead what it is that can join you one to another. You look for similarities. You will stop torturing yourself. You will stop committing acts of cruelty against yourself. You will allow yourself to see that you indeed are as God created you, in the likeness and the image and the beauty of love itself, and not the body, beloveds. For the body is illusory. Each and every moment that you are choosing anything other than to be in the presence of the divine love that is God, you are committing yourself to a world that is racked with pain. But beloveds, when you allow yourself to take a moment and you breathe in, God is, and you allow yourself to exhale and know I am, you see that moment of unification. You see the place where you and your Father are one. My Father and I are one. And the more that you allow yourself to remember, the more that you allow yourself to surrender to this reality, the pain, the fear, all the madness disappears. If you attack another, you attack yourself. If you judge another, you judge yourself. If you fear what appears to be outside of you, you are fearing an aspect of yourself that is not even real. When you are willing to put all of that aside, when you are willing to say, I forgive myself. I've been living in a world of madness. I've been causing my own suffering. I've been believing in separation. So Hannah Grace is having the joyous experience of communicating with her father in a way that she has not for quite a while in her world of reality. There is a joyfulness, there is pleasure, there is a happiness, a lightness. This is the relationship that you can have with all beings, beloved. It does not require them leaving a body for you to say, here's the joy and here's the love. Although sometimes it is easier, because when one incarnates, if one does not have a conscious intention to say, be of service to God, then one will carry on and become enmeshed in politics and become enmeshed in all of the insanity of this world. But here is the great, great news that I have for you, beloveds. By returning to your heart, by allowing yourself to remember once again that God is where you are, you will find that there is mercy. You will find that there is grace. And you then sit and you are grateful. You are grateful for all that has ever occurred, and all is forgiven, and you are forgiven. And you come to see that the only thing that has changed is that there has been a shift in perception from that of fear to that of love. And you are once again returned to love and to joy and to happiness and to peace. So allow yourself, beloved, to come to understand that only love is real. And you have within you the ability to make that choice at each and every moment of your existence. So indeed, beloveds, make the choice for love, make the choice for connection, make the choice for happiness and healing, and allow yourself to be returned back to love and back to life. Forgive yourself for every moment where you have thought that there was another who was responsible for what it is that you felt or what it is that you did. And know that you, as a created godlike being, have always been at the helm of all that has ever occurred. And with that great wisdom and with that great knowledge, beloveds, you can steer away from the madness of what you have created and allow yourself, with gratitude, to come to the realization that you are not a body, that you are free, and that you are indeed still as God created you. Blessings and love to you always, beloved ones. I will speak with you again. Have a beautiful day, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Welcome, Marianne. Always my pleasure.